Nowadays, it's more eminent than before that your suitcase gets lost or stuck somewhere. What do you have to do in that case? Like last Saturdays, I have today something to make you smile, to make you cry. I don't know. I have this time a wonderful, perfect tip from a cabin crew, which two kind of pants not to wear, because otherwise you will not be upgraded in case you are getting lucky. My name is Lars. I'm here to bring you more miles, more points, and more status. Today we are talking about arriving at the destination. You are in the Bahamas, you are in Hawaii, you are somewhere where you want to go to the beach and enjoy life, waiting for your cocktails. I don't know, something wonderful. But your luggage didn't arrive. Now the hassle begins. But be resilient, be nice, be happy. Wait until the belt doesn't turn anymore and your suitcase didn't arrive, for sure. Then you can go to the lost and found counter. And at the lost and found counter, you get the PIR, which is the passenger irregularity report. And this irregularity report is important for you, as this is the only way to make sure that the airline has your data on file when they find the luggage. There are some airlines like Lufthansa, I think KLM as well, Air France, where you can do it online. But I do recommend against it doing online. Do it when you are there at the lost and found counter. The lost and found founder, yeah, that is a good thing. And important is in that case that you get the piece of paper. And this is your kind of insurance, because then the airline will have your data. The data they will ask you is what kind of suitcase. Then you have to tell them that it's a suitcase, blah, blah, blah. And they ask you for the age. I always tend to say it's 1 year old because I don't have older suitcases. Why is it important? Because airlines are deducting 10% per year that you have the suitcase. And if it's lost, unfortunately, the amount you can get is capped at approximately 1,400 euros or 1,100 special drawing rights, which is a kind of a artificial currency. And if you have a suitcase from Remova like I do, the suitcase is barely covered. And if you have a suitcase over 1,000 euros and inside is stuff as well, which has a couple of thousands value. Maybe you're going to a wedding and you have your dress and suit or whatever inside, which is expensive. That is the problem. And the problem is that this 1,400 is not per suitcase, it's per passenger. So for that reason, do not forget to check in on your name and your wife's, or if you travel with other people, don't put it on your name. That can have trouble, because when you see you have 4 people traveling and all 4 are on your baggage label, it's only one time 1,400. If you have it on the 4 others, you get the math. Anyways, when you have the piece of paper in your hand, the airline knows everything about you to know where to get the suitcase to if it's found. And in these times, I have heard and read a lot of stories about AirTags. And I have to tell you, my personal experience with Apple AirTag are great. I did a flight from Helsinki via Stockholm to Los Angeles, and I could always track my luggage. Even I saw it when it was unloaded from the aircraft. And this sad is, that made me sure that the suitcase is on board. Even when I was on board, I saw it that it was next to the aircraft. So that gives you peace of mind. And on the other side, you can always tell them where the aircraft, where the suitcase is in the aircraft or not. A friend of mine, he has a suitcase lost, but his AirTag said that's at the airport. And the airline said, no, we reimburse you, we don't find it. And I don't know what you can do in this case. What he did was he went to the border police, to the Bundespolizei, the German federal police. They used to be called border police. And asked them if they can help. And then you can maybe go through aisles with suitcases. And he said that, wow, man, suitcases smell. And some airports did throw away suitcases which had things which went off. And of course, that is a problem when you take specialty foods from your country somewhere as a present and it's in a suitcase for 2 weeks stuck. And it's a it's a smelly mess. Anyways, when the suitcase is found, they will send you a message. You can check online. Worldtracer.aero, for example, is a place where you can check it. Lufthansa has websites. Every airline most likely have airlines which are connected to Worldtracer, and there you can see where your luggage is. But unfortunately, the luggage is always not updated from the location. Means I had a suitcase in Hamburg waiting for me, and they didn't show it in the system to me that it was there. But I knew it was arriving because I got the notification that it left with following aircraft. And I checked on the timetable when the aircraft landed. I waited 1 hour, and then I went to the airport to pick it up. It was a drama, but you can do it, and that is what I recommend. What happens if the suitcase is not found? And that is something, of course, which is the problem, and that is where it starts. Because you have only 1,400 euros you get. You have to tell them what is inside and all these other things. And it's a drama. And then you have to make sure that you write the airline 7 days. So the first 7 days after it's lost, that it's lost, and that you demand money. Because if you don't do it, you lose your right. And that is saddening as well. Because when you check it, it is... I don't know, you told it already once, the airline, but you have to do it twice. And when you go to the service provider, make sure that you're at the right one. In Hamburg, it was AHS and not Visag or how they're called. You have always to check that you're at the right airline. Anyways, you get 1,400, like again, per passenger, not per piece of luggage. Even if you put as one passenger 3 luggages in the belly, it's only 1,400 each. Anyways, you have to make this report, and like I said, 21 days after the luggage is not received. That is when they decide that the luggage is lost, or in case of damage, 7 days. That are the important things. If you are traveling in this so-called package deals, it's a little bit different, because in the package deals you have more rights. You get 10 to 15% per day deducted from the travel price because your luggage is missing. And if you need help, of course you can contact me. I'm not a lawyer, so I will just talk to you in general. But as the head of the passengers union in Germany, we are dealing with this topic regularly. Of course, it would be nice that luggage is included in the delay compensation. And now you say, why? Because, for example, you have an aircraft which is delayed 3 hours and your luggage needs another 2 hours. You have 5 hours delayed. This said, you just get it because of 3 hours. But if you arrive 2 hours later and the luggage is 2 hours, you have to wait. So it's 4 hours, so it would be delayed as well. And there has to be a punishment. Alaska Airlines is giving its passengers points or money, not a lot, just a little bit, but at least they have to give you the feeling they care. And I think that would be a good idea to change the compensation laws as well in this case to make them a little bit more responsible and taking not that time to pay you for your luggage. Anyways, when you have the event, what did you do? Did you get your cash? Was it a hassle? Was it headache? Just let me know, comment, and of course, looking forward for the exchange. After a little bit a dry topic and a little bit sad topic, we have always a fun topic, and this topic is making me cry because I have to laugh too much about it. Selina, that is the crew members, need to upgrade someone. They will look for people who they understand won't disturb the other passengers that actually paid for those expensive seats. You're okay. So we are talking now about the topic that cabin crew has to upgrade someone. And now you imagine, in which cases do they have to upgrade me? I don't know. I have always been upgraded with one exception at the check-in, at the boarding, never in the aircraft. I mean, if you pay the upgrade, you get upgraded in the aircraft, but then you pay it. It's not an operational upgrade, how you call it. If the business class is running full, you get first class or economy. And what happened was I was in the aircraft, was in business class. Next to me was a Lufthansa PID passenger available for disembarkation. And even she was coming late and was annoying me. The purser who knew me sat me in the first class. I didn't get food in the first class, but I had a bed and I had my silence. Of course, some people say, hey, there's no big difference between Lufthansa business class and first class. Let us not go there. But that was the only time when a cabin crew upgraded me, as a Horn Circle. And I don't think that the cabin crew is in charge of upgrading you, but comment if you had the situation. So what she said is, if you're dressed too casual or too relaxed, can sometimes give flight attendants the wrong impression. So it's always best to avoid, she claimed, according to the Selena, crew members are more likely move those passengers who are dressed smarter to the first class section. Okay, and now comes the important part. Selena wants passengers should avoid items of clothing such as open-toed shoes or sandals or flip-flops in summer if they are looking for a free upgrade. She also urged travelers not to wear sweatpants and leggings. I mean, of course, I beg you not to wear it because I think I wouldn't wear it. Yeah, for sports, yes. When I'm on my bike, yes. When I'm running, seldomly, yes. But not on the aircraft. I understand that it's comfortable and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, each to their own. I wouldn't wear it. If you want to wear it, okay. But this said, I don't want to have a discussion about that. But now let us check who did write it. Selena, cabin crew. And now sit tight. When these stories are on the newspapers, I found it in the interweb on a video on Express, and I think it's a British newspaper or magazine. I started laughing. And normally these are done anonymously, like last week, 10 years cabin crew with Emirates. So that is what you know, somebody 10 years with Emirates. I know so many people who have been 10 years cabin crew with Emirates. So you don't know who this person is. But Selena, she didn't do it anonymously. She was a former cabin crew at Norwegian 737 fleet. So, what does it tell us? Norwegian is a fucking low-cost carrier. Excuse me, you don't have a business of first class. So how do you come up with this kind of brain drain and story to tell us that we should wear leggings? I mean, where do you upgrade me in Norwegian? What is your expertise? And I'm sorry to say, I don't come up. I cannot get around it. I cannot get my head around it. I cannot stop smiling when I read the story. Again, no disrespect to Selena, but I think your credentials are not running as far as the expertise should have you proven to be maybe a first-class cabin crew or so. I don't know. But let me know what you think about the story. Let me know if you think it was funny that somebody from an ultra-low-cost carrier is telling us how to prepare best for an upgrade into business and first class. And thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV Takeoff. Tomorrow again with a Lufthansa group update, which I last week skipped due to the regular tables. We had the regular table in Helsinki. Now we are doing the regular table in Frankfurt. Maybe I'm doing one in Hamburg as well. But in between there will be Riga. And thank you for doing so. Thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV. And do not forget to subscribe, to hit the notification button, the bell, and leave us a like and comment. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.